What is up, Pisces? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for all Pisces placements. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you want a personal booking, you can book it down below. You get 15% off your first booking with me, which, by the way, I am Jordyn. If you're new, if you're not, welcome back. Let's get into it, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you, my dear. Devil in reverse. I like this energy. That's Capricorn energy. In reverse, the devil represents releasing attachment. Also is in regards to the ego. So limiting beliefs, scarcity mindset, insecurities of any sort. Let's see what else we got for you, Pisces. Three of Cups. Oh, I love this. You're making space for new, I want to say celebrations. Some of you are reuniting with somebody, but this really feels like celebration. It feels like, oh my gosh, I finally got over that huge hurdle. I finally accomplished that goal. I finally released that fear, like overcame an obstacle of some sort. It feels like a lot of joy coming in. I feel like, yeah, it was something that was oppressing. Some of you could have been in a toxic relationship and you finally just kind of wiggled your way out of it or really fought your way out of it. This happened in divine time. I like this a lot. Some of you, this relationship is the relationship with you that you have with yourself. It's a very interesting energy. The Sun in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. We have Leo and Gemini here, Aquarius with the Star. A lot of major arcana, which tells me that this had to happen. There's something about the Sun and the Lovers in reverse. It almost feels, it feels like an exhale. Like by releasing this, it's releasing kind of like a 10 of Wands is really what it feels like. Releasing the heaviness. A lot of lightness is starting to come in. Let's see what else we got for you, Pisces. We'll get a few more and then we'll get into our clarifiers with the Grand Lux Tarot. For Pisces, please, Spirit. What does Pisces most need to know? Look at all these majors you're getting. All majors except for one. The other card that's out is a court card. You have the King of Wands in reverse. And you have the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I don't think some of you are fully aware of the significance that this release is going to have on your life. You might feel this energy like you're lacking or you've lost something or that you're inadequate or like, oh my gosh, I'm unworthy. It's not that. This is the ego getting uncomfortable with the fact that you've made space. And so this emptiness from removing something from your life is actually your space. It's your space to fill with something that's of your highest good and the universe is trying to bring it to you. So let's say it's a relationship, right? I have my hands out of balance. One's a lot heavier. You drop the weight. It might feel like you've lost something, but really you're coming back into balance, which is a really nice energy. So just know that whatever you're going to take on, it's going to be equal in both hands. Okay? It's not going to be an imbalance in some sort. And that's why it felt very heavy for you. Yeah, I like this. Don't think that you have to go and build something or chase something. The King of Wands in reverse feels very like, oh my gosh, I need to do something. I'm struggling to sit still. Let yourself sit still in this, because with Strength and the Hermit in reverse, sitting still might actually be the very thing you're being asked to do, because the Hermit is about deep introspection. In reverse, it's kind of like I am spending time alone, but it's not introspection. It's like I'm spending time alone, scrolling through my phone, watching TV. Get a journal out, you know, really write down what you're thinking, what you're feeling, maybe meditate, maybe go on a walk, maybe do some practices of mindfulness, because Strength in reverse tells me that there's Strength in reverse is the untamed ego. So it's what leads to a distorted energy, like a distorted masculine energy, for instance. When we say distorted, I really just mean something that's not functioning at its best, okay? Or in a healthy way. When you have it upright, the divine feminine, this nurturing part of you, is taming the lion within. So the aggression or the ambition or these fears or this defensiveness is being tamed by the gentleness, by the nurturing, by the awareness, and by the presence versus the acting, taking action, moving forward. A lot of major arcana is indicative of universal energy, whereas minor arcana and court cards like the Two of Swords, Three of Cups, King of Wands is more so about your free will choice and day-to-day activities. Okay, just for those of you who didn't know. So you have a lot of things that are destined for you unfolding at this time. That makes sense. We have Neptune home in Pisces, and Neptune is your planet, right? Your sign rules it. So very much in alignment with divinity, with the spiritual realm, because Neptune is higher states of consciousness. It's also illusion and distortion. And you got a little bit of all of that going on here. Yeah, so this fear, this insecurity that you're dropping, it's actually allowing your heart to open, which is why this celebration's coming in. Some of you, I heard newfound freedom. There's going to be new friendships for a lot of you. It doesn't feel romantic. It feels strictly like friendships, soul tribes. This could come from taking on a new hobby or structure. I was going to say endeavor, but they said structure. Structure to me is like you're entering a building to take a class, right? Structure is you're starting a new job. There's something like that. Endeavor feels like something that you're creating. This feels like something you're actively choosing to participate in that's not of your creation. So it could be joining a new gym, a yoga studio, an art class of some sort, maybe a hiking club, a biking club, a chess club, doesn't matter. It's not something that you are creating, it's something that you're choosing to join. You're going to meet a lot of people that are going to support you on your journey. And I think that's where this uncomfortable feeling's coming in, because you have a big change that's happening. I don't know why I just heard the Freemasons. Some of you might be joining Freemasons. Just be mindful of that. Yeah, Seven of Cups, which is Pisces Neptune energy. It's quite literally the card of Neptune. It speaks to daydreams, illusions, your fantasies, the things that you really desire. And with the Empress here, it's almost like you can feel the universe trying to bring you opportunity. The Empress is the divine feminine energy. It's Libra, Taurus, and Venusian. So Venus, the planet Venus. And it speaks to luxury, abundance, love, wealth, success, the finer things in life, right? It's a very receptive, motherly, and nurturing energy. I really love this for you. Between the 7 and the 3 of Cups is a 4 of Cups, meaning that even though you're fantasizing about all these beautiful things and how you want to celebrate it, there is a part of the ego, right? As we have here with your masculine energy, or this could be somebody in your life that you know you share this fear together, the fear of being rejected or not achieving these things. Or let's say you get offered that job you really want, or you are finally in a place in your life that makes you really happy. It's kind of the fear of the sky's going to fall. How long is it going to last, right? Lean into the moments of joy. Don't fear them falling away. You'll be much happier as you lean into your joy and just face any challenges or obstacles with grace and ease, rather than sitting in your joy in a sense of fear. Let's look at the Sun and the Lovers. Yeah, so this is rooted in the past. The Page of Pentacles in reverse to me. Okay, so this is a relationship. It's definitely a relationship. You're used to giving a lot, doing a lot of work, and then things still falling apart. There's a lot of self-blame with this. Yeah, because see, then you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, followed by the King of Cups in reverse. So you attract relationships with people who are emotionally unavailable, which means that they're actually balanced, but they're balanced in the shadow aspect, because both of you have the fear of rejection or abandonment in some form. And so even though one might be passively aggressive, the one might be reactive. So one might be loud and yelling, the other might just shut down and just be expressive with their body language. So you express these wounds in the same way. This is the behavior you're letting go of. And in turn, you're probably going to be tested with partners coming in to make sure that are similar to that energy, that are the old. So the universe can say like, okay, have you really passed the lesson? Have you really learned that this is not what you want, right? I'm showing you exactly what you don't want. So when you do get what you want, you know how to accept it with gratitude, and you know that it's right and healthy for you. 8 of Pentacles in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles gives me the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. What you're dropping is attracting these relationships that you know, even though they're reciprocal, they're not reciprocal in a healthy way, right? So that's what you're reviewing with the Page of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and that's why it's an energy of oppression or feeling stuck. I'm going to put the Lovers with that too. These are soulmates, but they're soulmates that come to help you elevate to a new phase in your life that serves you to your highest good, so you can shift out of your fears and your wounds. Yeah, the Star. You're very protective of your own energy, so you might feel as if, yeah, there's a lot of fear that the suitors that you're attracting right now are going to be a disappointment. And so these suitors are meant to come in though. I do think they're meant to come in for you, especially with the Star there. This is divine timing and it's divine intervention. The Star is Aquarian energy. Then you have the 4 of Pentacles, you have the 5 of Cups, and you have the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces, which is your energy. I like this for you. Whoever this is, they're very playful. They're very lighthearted. I do think that they're younger. I'm just going to be honest. I do think that they're younger than you, or at least more emotionally immature. Nope, they're just younger. You guys are the same emotional maturity level. As soon as I said that, it just felt yucky. Yeah, no. You're the same maturity level. The way that you react is going to be different to things. They're coming in to basically push any last little buttons that you need to heal. So you're going to evolve together. I don't think that they're going anywhere. I think you're at the same point on your journey. You've both experienced a lot of disappointment when it comes to love. They're very fun. They're very lighthearted. I feel like it's kind of a defense mechanism with them. It feels a little bit like I'm scared of not being liked. So let me make sure I can make you laugh, you know, and there's insecurity behind it. I think you're really going to go through that lesson of learning to love each other in all of your phases, which is really nice as well. And getting beyond that surface joke and playful conversation to something of more depth. Let's look at Strength and the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is really nice. So what's changing is this, it's kind of like, I don't want to call it a runner mentality, but it's like the person who shuts down. It's like, oh, my fear is getting overwhelming, or I'm starting to sense something of the past coming back, or I'm fearing something of the past coming back. So I'm going to shut down and kind of go recluse. So I'm going to curl into myself a little bit. This is what's going to change for the better for you. I would check out where Taurus is in your chart, especially if you're watching this before the 16th of May. Because Jupiter is going into Taurus, and Taurus is about foundations and stability. It's Venusian energy, it's feminine energy, it's receptive. So check out what house that's in for you. If it's in your 7th house, in your natal chart, that would be your relationship house. If it's in your 1st house, it would be the house of self. I'd look at those 2 houses so you could see, or your 3rd house if this happens to be something you're going through with siblings or neighbors. Let's look at Hermit and Strength. Yeah, High Priestess, all the Justice, all these, and the Chariot. Look at all these freaking majors you're getting. This is a really big lesson. And this partnership is going to be a very staple partnership in your life. You're just in the beginning stages. If you've been together for a long time, you're entering a new phase. And basically, like anything that you've worked through together, it's like, okay, that's done. Let's surface the next level of crap to deal with. It's going to be very supportive. You're entering a brand new contract. This is very positive energy, progressive energy, and healing energy that brings in a lot of clarity. This is also your energy. This is Pisces, Neptune energy. It's about seeing things very clearly that were once hidden. This speaks to the insecurities, some of you infidelity, and the extent of infidelity not just being a physical thing, but it can be emotional and it can be a mental thing as well. So it's newfound boundaries and connection with one another that brings in more respect and balance, because that's why we have Justice here. Justice speaks to reciprocity, balance in a very healthy way. I like this. So you have Libra, Sagittarius, Jupiter energy, as well as the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, Virgo, and Leo. You pretty much got everybody out on the board here. Let's look at the King of Wands. The King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here for Pisces? This is both of you. Yeah, 6 of Cups. It's both of you. You both have embodied a very stubborn, my way or the highway kind of energy. Yeah, Hermit. And it's really rooted in the fear of failure. You know, like, if we don't do it this way, this relationship's not going to work. Like, if we don't communicate like this, or if you don't show up or text me the way that I'm expecting, like, this is not going to work. You're not well, are you communicating it? You both have the same wound. It's about learning to invest in partnership and invest in yourself. So the investment you make in yourself trickles into the partnership in a healthy way. Let's look at the 2 of Swords in the overall. Yeah, 4 of Wands. Right. You're not... And underneath the 2 of Swords is the 4 of Wands over here, right? So it's like, even you both perceive, right? Because the 2 of Swords is like, I'm not seeing this, right? So you're not opening your eyes to see the reality. That's actually a very stable relationship. And it has the ability to become a very stable relationship. Both people are already anticipating that 4 of Wands in reverse. The faulty foundation. Why is that? Because there's a sense of defensiveness due to your past experience that is rooted in pain and trauma. 10 of Swords, right? And swords rule intellect and perception, the way that you perceive relationships. So maybe ask yourself, how do I think of relationships? Like, really, how do you think of relationships? Don't Don't ask yourself, how do I see relationships based on what I think they should be? What is your experience with relationships? What beliefs do you have about it? Because you're going to be breaking down those beliefs in this partnership. Very much so. I like this. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Nobody's talking about what they think, which in turn means that you're probably not connected with what you feel. Okay. A lot of lessons are going to come up in this dynamic. I like this for you. This is going to be very healing, but just because something's healing doesn't mean it's not challenging. So just be very patient, be compassionate with yourself, and know that you're both going through the same thing. You're both human. You both deserve love. You both deserve patience and understanding. So be open. Be open. Bottom of the deck, you have fairies in reverse. Stop thinking so much. Remember to play, right? Don't take this so seriously. Don't make it a project. Allow yourself to experience it. And when you feel a trigger, which this is a practice, easier said than done, maybe say, okay, is this really because of them, or is this something from my past? Like, why do I want to scream right now? Why do I want to fight? Why do I want to yell? And of course you're going to say, because they did this. Well, why did this piss me off so much? Well, because it reminded me, boom, there's your trigger, right? That's what I mean. Like, introspection is that is Hermit upright. Hermit in reverse is just like, no, they pissed me off, shut down. No, don't do that. Don't, please. Allow yourself to have healthy relationships, even with yourself, which means talking to yourself. Then you have pause in reverse. So, which is 51, which is a 6, which is the number of reciprocity. Fairies, also balance. Fairies is a 10, it's a 9 and a 1, it's 19. So that is new beginnings, it's also ending, and it's also cycles being completed. You're completing the cycle of your past relationship history and patterns of behavior. So pause, take time to reflect and integrate. Don't rush into the next cycle. Allow yourself to be in the present, in the feminine energy, and really understand the purpose of these dynamics and why they're coming up again. Clarity, prepare to make a decision. Clarity is right around the corner. You might already know and be aware of all of this, and simply not wanting to put that time or energy into it in the ways that you know you need to. Don't be fearful of failure, right? There's no such thing. You're just going to try, and if it doesn't work, you try in a different way until it does, and that's okay. Then you have the third eye, which is visualize the outcome. Trust yourself. The third eye is affirmation, I trust. Many say it's I see, right? But to trust what you see, to trust yourself, to trust your reality is really the essence of the third eye, right? I see this particular manifestation that I want to create, but do you trust that you're capable of creating it? I trust, right? And the crown is I trust, or I see something greater than myself, right? I trust the universe to support me. I see the universe supporting me. Okay, my dears, this is what I have for you, Pisces. If you'd like a personal reading or a Reiki session to help you clear out some energy, to make space for this, to help you trust yourself, go ahead, book it down below in the description box through my website. First-time clients get 15% off their first booking. And check out Patreon if you want a free 10-minute reading. That's also where I do the monthlies, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, and a lot more. Like, share, subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. It does help the channel grow, and it helps other people find my content. And I'd really love this video to reach more than just the ones in your space, okay? I will see you next time. Bye-bye.